Trust me, you don't want to miss this because we're about to decode the magic behind the numbers that shape who you are, why you are here, and how you can step into your full potential. So buckle up. It's going to be a fun ride. Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome back to another exciting episode of the Transform with Angels show, where we dive deep into all things transformation, mind, body, and soul. Today, we're going to have a little fun because I am going to share one of my secret sauces to living a purposeful, aligned life. It's something called numerology. Yep, we're talking about the ancient science of numbers and how they can help you unlock your soul's blueprint. Trust me, you don't want to miss this because we're about to decode the magic behind the numbers that shape who you are, why you are here, and how you can step into the highest, greatest, grandest version of your full potential. So buckle up. It's going to be a fun ride. Some of you may be asking, what is numerology? Well, let's get to it. What exactly is it, and why should you care? Well, if you have ever been fascinated by certain numbers showing up in your life, maybe your lucky number, maybe it's your birth date, or that random time you keep seeing on the clock, like 1111, or maybe you see 222, 333. These are messages, these are signs. Your higher self is communicating with you at all times. You just need to pay attention. And numbers is just one way that they communicate with you. So if you do see repetitive numbers all the time, there's a reason for that. Numbers hold a vibrational energy. And numerology is the study of how these energies influence our lives. It's kind of like your own personal cosmic GPS system. The first time that I had my numbers presented to me was by my lifelong best friend, Mary Herder. I call her Pumpkin. She learned about numerology. Said, I've got to share this with you. Your whole life is going to make sense. Like, okay. We looked at all aspects of my numbers, and I got so emotional. It was so validating to learn who I am, why I am the way that I am, why I feel the way that I feel, why I had to experience what I had to experience. To me, it's like, now I'm a city girl, grew up just outside of Chicago and love going downtown. And I would always look up to the high rises and look at the penthouse suite and wondering what the perspective of the city is from way up there. And I imagine being up on the veranda of one of those luscious penthouse suites, looking down at the city and seeing all the streetscapes. But only it's our life. I can look down now. And because of numerology, I can see the path that I took to get from point A to point B. I could see the roadblocks. I could see the detours. I can see where I took the scenic route to get there. And I also saw the shortcuts that I missed. I understood my life path, and that regardless of where I was then, I was going to end up in this place in one way or another. There are so many layers to numerology. This is just an introduction and the very basic principles of breaking down your birth date or your life path. It's a game changer. Once you have this figured out, It really changes the way you look at life, the way you step through life, and you understand the energies behind each year that you experience it. And I will get into more of the numerology stuff because I just think it's super fun and it's super beneficial, especially if you're going through some sort of transformation. Because any transformation or change or trauma, crisis really is happening for you to wake up and put you back on the path of your life purpose. Numerology, for the most part, proves that to you because there are certain turning points in your life where these events occur. It is pretty magical. Imagine that every single one of us was born with a blueprint, a unique code that guides us through life. All the twists and turns and dead ends. Numerology is the tool that helps you access that code. It's been around since ancient times, from the Babylonians to the Greeks, and has helped people navigate change, challenges, discover their life purpose, and even find love and fulfillment. So let's dive into the fun part. Your life path number. Let's break it down. This number is basically your life's theme song, okay? Your energetic vibe. You've carried it with you since the day you were born. It is a big chunk of who you are. Let me put it that way. And the way you figure out your life path number or destiny number is by adding up all the digits of your birth date until you get down to a single digit between 1 and 9. Or if you get to, if you break it down and you reach 11, 22, 33, or 44, those are master numbers. If you break your birthday down and you add it up and it comes to 11, 22, 33, or 44, then you basically have given yourself a choice in this life to walk the master soul path, which is the road less traveled. It serves a higher purpose for humanity. It's creating a ripple effect onto this planet. And a lot of times the master soul path can be a little bit too challenging for most. And so that's when you have a choice to break it down. So if you have a master soul 22, you would add 2 plus 2 to get 4. It's a lot easier to live the 4 path in many cases than the 22 path. So it's not a problem because at the end of your life, when you're having your life review, either way, you're going to be very proud of yourself. Granted, there are healthy versions of every number and unhealthy versions, high vibration, low vibration. And I'll point out some of that here. But we're not going to talk about master soul numbers here. I just want to talk about the numbers 1 through 9. Each number carries its own flavor, its strengths, challenges, yes, career vibes too. So if you're wondering what path you should take in life, your number will help you determine that. So I'm about to break them down for you so you can see if anything resonates with you. But may I suggest you grab a pen and paper or whip out your calculator and figure out what your life path is. For example, if your birthday is June 15th, 1987, you would add 6 for June plus 1 plus 5 for 15 plus 1 plus 9 plus 8 plus 7 for 1987. That adds up to 37. So you would add 3 plus 7, and then that breaks down to 10, and you would even break that down, 1 plus 0 to 1. So your life path number would be 1 in this case. So go ahead, pause the video if you have to, pause the podcast, figure out your life path number, because I'm going to go through them and introduce to you a little information, some brief introduction about each of these numbers and who you are. Let's start with number one. Number one, the innovator. The strengths of a number one, well, you're a leader, a natural leader, a trailblazer, a super independent thinker, very innovative. You're the one with all of the out of the box ideas, and you're not afraid to run with them. But watch out for that stubborn streak. Ones have that low vibe. We all numbers have kind of the lower vibration, which is stubborn, has to be my way or the highway, and you really need to balance your ego. Number ones, that is really the biggest challenge that you have. Your careers, you are a perfect entrepreneur, not afraid to take risks. You'd make a great CEO as a leader or an artist. You've got some really unique ideas. You've got that lone wolf energy that just screams independence and I want to work alone. You work really well alone. You get stuff done, it's done the way you want to, and you prefer it that way. Lots of strengths one energies have. You are just the natural leaders of life. Number two is the diplomat. You are the peacekeeper of the bunch. Cooperation, sensitivity, and intuition are your superpowers. But sometimes you avoid conflict, like you're being chased after by a bear or something. And that's okay, though your heart is always in the right place. You want to keep things in harmony. You love collaborating, and you make a very loyal partner, a good friend. You'd thrive as a counselor, a mediator, or even a nurse because you really have a passion for helping other people. You love to help them, and you love to help them find harmony. Number twos are the ultimate partners. Number three, the creative. Hello, social butterfly. You light up any room with your expressiveness and your joy. You may not try to be, but you are the center of attention. Threes are highly creative. Creativity just flows through you. Whether you're an artist, an entertainer, or a teacher, all those things, because all eyes are on number threes. They're typically very attractive, magnetic, and we gravitate towards threes for some reason. But your weakness, scattered focus, you can be all over the place sometimes. But hey, you're the life of the party, and we love that about you. Number four is the organizer, the builder. Practicality, discipline, and reliability are your middle names. We can count on a number four to be there when we need them. You're the one people turn to when they need to get things done. It's that GSD, get shit done kind of person. You just have to be careful not to get too rigid in your ways. Have a little flexibility. You're a very hard worker. You are here to work hard. You cannot take shortcuts in life. When you take shortcuts, it'll always come back and bite you. Fours make great engineers, accountants. They love numbers. They're very good at math. They also are great project managers. And this is really where you shine. They also make great coaches as well, because you can make plans. You can build a winning team. You are the planner extraordinaire. Number five. Number five is the adventurer. Oh my gosh. Freedom is your jam. You are the lover of life. You live life out loud. You thrive on new experiences and change. You adapt to change very easily, or you don't. Now remember, there's that high vibration, and then there's that lower vibration. You can be very curious and seek adventure, but watch out for impulsiveness. because sometimes you leap before you look. Fives have to be careful of procrastination. They want to do so much, they become overwhelmed, and so they sit around and do nothing, and nothing gets done. If it's not fun, you won't do it. And that's why you have to be very passionate about what you do. You would make good travel writers, anything having to do with travel, sales professionals, because you're a great people person, freelancers, anything that you have personal freedom. I mean, this is where your playground is. Number 6, the nurturer. You have got a heart of gold, my friend. You are caring, you're responsible, you're always thinking about the community, how your actions impact other people, very empathetic. But don't overcommit yourself, or worry will weigh you down. You can worry about everything because you feel you're highly sensitive. You would be great in social work, caregiving, teaching. You're made for this stuff. It's all about creating a beautiful, peaceful, harmonic home space for yourself and for anybody who enters your home. You are the ultimate nurturer. Number 7, the analyzer. Deep, introspective, and spiritual. You've got that wisdom seeker energy. You love diving into the mysteries of life, but sometimes you can be a bit aloof. 7s really come into this world with a very thin veil. You have an innate knowing of how things work, how life operates, and you think everybody else does too. And people who don't get it, be mindful of judging them because you sometimes will roll your eyes when people just don't quite understand where you're coming from. 7s just have a different way of looking at life from a higher spiritual perspective. And oftentimes in life, they will seek out spiritual practices. They make great researchers, psychologists, or mystics, spiritual teachers. That's your world. I love hanging around 7s. Number 8, the powerhouse, the CEO of life, ambitious, driven, and a natural leader. You're the boss in any room, but be careful not to get too caught up in materialism. 8s typically can generate wealth and financial prosperity very easily. But if you're not generous with your financial rewards that you receive, sometimes you will be at the effect of losing your financial stability. 8s are really here to circulate the monetary wealth on the planet. And because you are the boss and the CEO, and you have a clear understanding of delegating and connecting the dots, you make a great business leader, a great lawyer, project managers. That's where you can really thrive. You've got to be in the driver's seat. Number 9 is the ultimate humanitarian. You have got a heart for the world, compassion, tolerance, and idealism. They run through your veins. But be careful not to fall into the trap of carrying the weight of the world. You can be so compassionate about something happening on the other side of the world, and it can weigh you down. And hearing news like that can literally ruin your day and strip you of your joy and any energy. You'll get so tired, you'll just have to go lay down and take a nap. That's how compassionate you are. 9s make great activists, nonprofit workers, artists, anything that can lift up humanity. That is what 9s are all about. You're making the world a better place one day at a time. So which number do you feel vibing with your soul right now? Maybe you're a combination of a few. It's fascinating to see these numbers reflect different aspects of your personality. And this is just breaking down your date of birth. When we break down other aspects of your life and these numbers appear, you will understand why you had to experience a period of trials and tribulation. So here's the kicker. Knowing your numbers isn't just about understanding yourself, it's about empowerment, true empowerment. Numerology gives you the insights into why certain things happen in your life, where your natural talents lie, and how you can overcome challenges. It helps you make better decisions, find true purpose, that fulfillment in life, and build stronger relationships. Your numerology can determine your compatibility with your partner as well. And once you understand the numerology of your partner and yourself, and you can see where you're in harmony and where you're in conflict, it doesn't mean you're not compatible couple. You shouldn't be together. It just means you're going through life on different paths. And once you have an understanding of those paths, you can respect one another in totally different ways and honor one another for those paths. Oh, I have to do a podcast just on relationships and numerology because that will open up your eyes. I think that might be something I would do a live event for. If this is something you're interested in learning about and you would like to join a live event, please leave a comment and let me know. I will jump on that like right away because this is like one of my favorite pastimes, numerology. And if you're interested in getting a full report and a reading of your numerology chart, oh, I do that too. Reach out to me at angel@transformwithangel.com and you can schedule something on my website. So here's my challenge for you. What's your life path number? What insights did you gain from today's episode? I'd love to hear all about it. Share your thoughts on social media and tag me at Transform with Angel. And hey, if you're feeling called to dive deeper into your numerology blueprint and unlock your true potential, I've got a special offer just for you. Mention this episode and you'll get 20% off a personalized coaching session with me. And that includes some transformation training. Once I know your life path and apply some of the transformation training, and then the leadership training on top of that to move you into that purpose. Oh, yes, we're going to get you where you want to go in no time. Let's decode those numbers together. Just reach out to me, please. And by the way, my friend Mary Herder, Pumpkin, that I grew up with, she and I wrote a numerology book that you can purchase on Amazon on how to decode your life using the science of numerology. It's a guidebook that will tell you all about the numbers, what they mean, the strengths, the weaknesses, and there's even some intuitive messages from spirit for each of you in this book. So go to Amazon, find your Nowhere to Knowing guidebook, How to Decode Your Life Using the Science of Numerology. And I'll close just by reading a little bit about it. As you explore the magic of numerology, your soul wants you to have a better understanding of who you are and why you are here. Take a deep breath, clear your mind, and say this affirmation. I am open to receiving messages from my higher self. I understand that numbers is one way my higher self communicates with me. I am open to receiving those messages now. We are always being guided through life. We did come here with a plan. We also came here with free will. So we can divert that plan. We can choose a million different ways to fulfill that plan. But once you discover the blueprint of your life, you will understand, and a lot of life's questions will be answered for you. Please reach out to me. I will be ecstatic to connect with you and help you learn who you truly are. So until then, keep transforming. Continue to be your best self. Stay in that high vibe of who you are so that you can raise the vibe of those around you. And keep smiling. Bye for now. Hello, everybody. I want to thank you again for tuning in and remind you to go to Transform with Angel to get your free book, How to Conquer Anything. And if you haven't already, subscribe to my channel, follow me on social media, like this video, share this video, leave a comment. I want to know how this message resonated with you. We just scratched the surface. So let me know if you want to hear more about numerology. Sending you much love. Bye-bye.